Anyways, let's talk about the most controversial movie this week, potentially, that being 2008's live-action Speed Racer, which was Nico's pick.
Oh, Speed Racer, guys. Fucking Speed Racer. Did you guys like Chim Chim in this movie? Was he pretty fun?
No.
Yeah, it was cool.
Dylan, he's a monkey.
Okay.
How could you not like the guy? So Speed Racer, guys. Speed Racer is all about speed, okay? His name is literally just Speed Racer, alright? Him and the rest of the Racer family are some small-time racers, alright? His brother was once a racer, but then he died in a horrible accident, okay? And it has haunted his entire family for generations at this point. But at some point, Speed gets an opportunity of a lifetime. He can go and partner up with a big bad company so that he can finally make it in the big leagues, boys. But as it turns out, that big company's evil, and Speed says, no, I don't want to work with you guys. And as a result, they're like, fuck you, Speed, we're going to destroy you and your entire family's livelihood. And they attempt to do that. But Speed, with the help of the fucking ISS or some big racing league officiates.
The ISS.
The CIB.
Some people, he partners up with Racer X and these dudes to go and win a ticket for the Grand Prix, the big racing Grand Prix, and hijinks ensue from there. It's fucking nuts. We have some crazy wacky racist bullshit going on. They partner up with this Asian guy who ends up betraying them, but then his sister is like, hey, Speed, I'm gonna give you this ticket for helping out our family. You can enter the big Grand Prix now. And Speed's like, whoa, that's crazy! And so he joins up in the Grand Prix, and things are going nuts, okay? He's blowing up all these other racers. He's just manhandling all of them. He's tearing them all apart. But then, one of the big racers, they cheat, okay? They cheat, and so Speed, his car crashes. It's not able to operate anymore. Well, what's he gonna do? But then he believes in the heart of his car, and he's able to fucking destroy all these other people and win the big race and kiss his gal on the lips.
Why did you say that ending part so weird? Yowl on the lips.
Yowl on the lips.
Nico would be a fantastic voice actor in Superman versus the Elite.
Oh, 100%, man. I want to get this out of the way right now about Speed Racer, guys, okay? This movie does not give a goddamn about physics, epilepsy, comprehensive editing. It just wants to be fucking awesome, okay? And that's exactly what this movie does. That's its one goal, and it succeeds masterfully.
Quick question, Nico. Just because I think I'm remembering this story, didn't you say you had a friend who had a Speed Racer party or something, and his girlfriend, broke up with him or whatever? I remember you telling a story something along those lines.
It was a Power Rangers party.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Forget what I said.
Go back in time and bring up that anecdote in the Power Rangers episode.
Oh, no.
We'll re-edit the episode and upload it again.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I definitely... This movie was a little weird. I definitely feel like...
That's a statement right there.
This movie... This movie would have benefited greatly from being 100% animated. I think
I disagree.
You don't
think... The fact that this movie was not animated, well,
Dude,
really made it... It gave it a style in and of itself, okay?
Dude, the beginning of this movie was so scuffed. I did not like it. It looked so bad. It was terrible. I hated the beginning.
I will say that this movie will look pretty ugly when you start watching it. However, it did grow on me as the film went on.
That's what I was gonna say, is as the movie went on, the style grew on me. I started getting a little more of that Speed Racer vibe from the movie. And, the flashing lights and the colors and all the, once they got into the Speed Racer shenanigans, all the jumping, the boosting around, and all the nonsensical gadgets and whatnot, I was like, alright, it's at least trying to be traditional to a Speed Racer movie, for the most part. Or not a movie, just Speed Racer in general. But, I mean, this movie is really hard to take apart, just because there's so much that happens, and I don't think I know how to accurately depict this. Somebody take this away from me so I can stop talking.
Why did he drink milk at the end? Why was that their big drink?
He's a psychopath!
They don't have milk in that universe, so clearly it's like liquid gold to them. Or
cows went
whatever.
extinct.
Yeah, exactly.
It's actually, it's literally just a reference to the anime back in the day where he's literally a psychopath, and there's the milk psychopath trope in movies.
That's true! That's why they did it.
Oh, that was the other thing I guess I don't know how this reminded me. How long did it take you guys to realize people weren't dying a fiery, explosive death when they crashed their cars?
Immediately.
Yeah. Like, instantly...
I did not-
Never thought that was happening.
I did not catch the part where their like car projected like some kind of foam bubble system around them and they bounced away safely. I legit like thought they were just killing people in this movie just because they could.
I think they do also kill people, though, because you don't always see the fucking bubble, and there are many instances where there's
That's
a
what I
horrific
thought.
crash, and it does not look like a bubble would save them.
Yeah, I was. It took me a decent. I think I was about a third way into the movie where I was like, it was like the part where they were going over like this sideways ramp thing, and there was a fiery explosion. I saw like this thing fly out. It didn't look like a car part. I was like, that looks like a foam like air bubble thing. I wonder if that has to do with anything. So I started paying attention, and in fact, it was like some kind of safety mechanism saving people. So I was like, all right, cool. I guess they're not just murdering people. That's good. That's good. Not
They show
some
it off
F-Zero bullshit.
pretty early in the movie, but also I do believe that Speed has like a 5-figure body count by the end of this film.
Oh, most definitely. I
5
thought.
figure?
Yes.
Like at least 10,000 people?
Yes.
Yeah.
You fucking dumbass. I didn't like this movie.
What?
This movie looks like fucking barf, dude. It, like, literally, it was giving me headaches the entire time. The action in this movie is incomprehensible. The plot is ridiculous. It is ugly as sin. All of the characters are just goofy retards. Who the fuck is Sparky and why is he here?
Sparky's my favorite. He
like-
makes 0 sense. He at no point do they ever explain why he's a part of like this entire group. He just shows up.
He's just and he's Australian. What?
He has to be one of the family members. Hold on a second.
He's not a family
the-
member. I think he's just like a family friend or something.
That's
He's
like
the
their
mechanic or
yeah.
something.
Oh, he's not even like in the first like 2 pages of the cast and crew list. That's sad.
Anyway, fucking yeah, the only entertainment value in this movie is how absurd it is and how like it just refuses to like have you actually try to analyze it.
Yeah.
Literally, the funniest part for me of this movie was when I remember saying early on in the film, wouldn't it be funny if the brother got facial reconstructive surgery and he was Racer X, and then at the end of the film they revealed that actually happened.
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious. But this movie fucking sucks as a movie, but as like a vibe, it's pretty cool, I guess.
I will say, Tanner, I don't disagree with anything you just said.
Yeah, I will also second that statement.
But the experience of this movie is nuts, okay? Like, this is a
The
film...
fact that it was hurting my eyes and my frontal lobe, unfortunately, hampers my experience,
You need to
let's say.
expand your horizons, Tanner.
There's nothing to be done. That many moving shapes and flashing colors, it just gave me a headache. I could watch this a million times and that would not be solved.
This movie truly is, like... It doesn't work as a film, but
No.
as an experience, it
Yes.
is something that just cannot be reproduced, okay?
This is like the film equivalent of a Rorschach test.
You truly get whatever you put into it, okay? Like, I gotta say, I feel like I was much higher on it overall. I do not believe that this is a good movie,
Yeah.
but it's fucking crazy, and I loved every second of it. You cannot go 2 minutes in this film without something absolutely batshit insane happening.
I thought it was funny and fucking ridiculous. And it definitely is not a good movie, but it was definitely very entertaining throughout it. Like, it's almost 2 hours long. It did not feel that long to me. There was just always some fucking ridiculous shit happening. So I really was never bored throughout it. Honestly, the pacing was pretty solid for me. So I think it was entertaining throughout the entirety of it, even if it wasn't a good movie, just because of how fucking ridiculous it is, which is my biggest takeaway, honestly.
Yeah, even if there's some really dumb shit happening on screen right now, like fucking his little brother Spricket or whatever the fuck his name is and Chim Chim
Sprittle.
just going off and doing their dumb bullshit. Like, I hate them. I despise them. But at the same
Yeah.
time, they do add like an extra little bit of levity to the film.
That's just the Speed Racer trope, though, man. They're always in his trunk for some dumbass reason.
They love hanging out there. They have a little cot that they built.
Yeah, something
They
like that.
fucking there.
Yeah.
Jackson, as our avid resident racer, did this spark anything inside of you, this movie?
No.
That's unfortunate.
Jackson was just going off on this movie about how, nothing in it makes sense from a car standpoint, you know?
They got kind of Star Warsy there for a second with all the car shit, I will say.
What the fuck? Huh?
Where they just start saying random gobbledygook that's supposed to make sense in their eyes, but we're just sitting here like, I don't know what that means, but I guess it makes the car go fast or something. I don't know.
In terms of just like car technology stuff, I think the thing that sits the least well with me, I probably could have phrased that better, was just the final scene where he is, trying to get his car started in the Grand Prix. Well, how he gets his car started, whatever, who cares? Maybe there's some logic behind that. It doesn't ring any bells for me. But then he just fucking blasts off like a fucking rocket and just passes everybody. So, like, my question is, how the fuck did this car do that in the first place? 2, why didn't he do that from the fucking start? 3, why didn't he continue to keep doing it until the end of the race? 4, how the fuck is this random, like, bespoke car they made in their garage have the capabilities of even doing this when all these like massive mega corporations that are dumping like millions of dollars into this presumably just getting smoked by it.
Jackson,
it makes no sense and it's fucking stupid, and I know the point is to not think about it, but I'm thinking about it.
That is exactly the answer I was about to give you. Don't fucking worry about it, okay?
I wasn't gonna say exactly that. I was gonna be like, Jackson, it's the Mach 6 and his dad put a little something special inside the car.
He believed in the heart of the car.
Yeah, I gotta go with Nico's statement on this one.
Start ranking it, you ninnies.
Woohoo. Tanner, I think you should go first.
Tanner, you didn't even mention how fucking hot the main girl is.
The main girl was hot?
She
had her fucking nipples out.
She did. You also didn't even mention how hot Speed is.
Yeah, they're an attractive couple, I'll give them that. Anyway, I'm also giving this movie a C.
I also gave it a C.
Huh.
I'm going a bit higher on it. I'm going to give it a B.
Whoa! Me and Nico actually agreed on something for once when everybody else is not agreeing. I also gave this movie a B. I thought it was entertainment for entertainment's sake, and I will leave it at that.
Cow.
And
I stopped trying to interpret it.
And that puts it at a solid B-.
Let's go.
Whoa.
Making it the third best movie we watched this week.